Hello everyone, Carrington here from Open Heart Games. We are back. We had some technical difficulties because there were some storms in Virginia and kind of played a little crazy with some technical difficulties in our last stream. But we're looking forward to getting back to everything. So here we are. We're back. Gosh, I didn't know what to expect. Coming back here, we've got so many announcements and so much stuff to talk about. You leave for on vacation for 2 weeks, and in those 2 weeks, Wizards of the Coast buys D&D Beyond. Huge news there. And I thought that's all I was going to talk about. I was going to be like, oh, this is really neat. This is a cool thing that happened in the industry. But then Wizards of the Coast has so many more announcements, which I'm going to talk about here in just a second. Yes, PCs in space, definitely going to be there in a second. So I guess, what do we think of the purchasing for those who are here of D&D Beyond by Wizards of the Coast? Anyone at all?
Oh, you're talking to us?
Yeah, Zeb.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, feel free to chime in.
Well, it's any entrepreneur, want to be a rich guy's dream. It's like, hey, I'm going to build this little thing, and then I'm going to get the attention of some big corporation like Hasbro, and they're going to offer me a ton of money.
Yeah, I mean,
it's perfect for them.
Yeah,
it makes it from, because I know we had talked earlier about do you want to invest your money in Roll20? Do you want to invest your money into D&D Beyond, because which one's going to be around? And now that D&D Beyond is officially going to be part of Hasbro, then you're pretty much okay. D&D Beyond,
for sure. I mean, one of the things that D&D Beyond doesn't have at this time is for sure, and Arpulis has a good point, which I'm going to touch on in a moment. D&D Beyond doesn't have a virtual tabletop yet, which is like the only thing, and I've been waiting for them to develop a virtual tabletop. I really enjoy Roll20. We use Roll20 here on our stream. I use Roll20 when I run games for all of our clients, and I really enjoy it. There are some things, of course, with anything in the world, there's always room for improvement, and I have my druthers about this, that, and the other. Not to sound any way curmudgeon-y. But Arpulis said most people probably already thought that Wizards of the Coast already owned D&D Beyond. I think that is a misconception that played to Wizards and probably D&D Beyond's favor for a while. I think when it comes to being able to build characters and all of that, and the person who really enjoys that is Zed here on our stream, loves to build characters. I mean, you love the flexibility it gives you, right?
Oh, the builder is hands down the greatest feature that you could ever have as a player. Just being able to click and explore, and then subsequently look at character sheets and really get a really well understanding of how your character that you drafted up works is uncomparable to any other experience.
Yeah.
And coming from the Magic world, a company called Spelltable had, during the pandemic, kind of came up as like the way to play Magic the Gathering online via webcams. They built out a whole user interface that connected your cameras and stuff like that, and that was picked up by Wizards of the Coast not more than maybe 8 months ago, and already seeing great improvements on that platform because WotC has gone ahead and taken the Spelltable team, injected WotC into it, and only good things have come from it. So to already have experienced that with a different tool from a different gaming system, but to already experience that firsthand, I'm so excited to see D&D Beyond
join the
backing,
team.
Join the WotC family and get it. What's going to be really interesting is as we get more sources and stuff, it'll be interesting to see if WotC looks at the phrase D&D Beyond and really takes light to that, and maybe we'll see, because we're already seeing Magic crossovers with different IPs and stuff. I mean, we've got Secret Layers and things like that where you're seeing, you know, arcane cards with characters from Arcane.
Yep.
We're
Walking
gonna eventually
Dead,
have an entire
Stranger
Walking Dead,
Things,
Stranger Things. We're eventually going to have an entire Lord of the Rings
tall
set
backpacks.
in Magic.
Yeah.
Warhammer
Warhammer 40k.
Warhammer 40k. So to see all of these IPs come into Magic, which is owned by Wizards of the Coast, I could see D&D Beyond being a source for expanded IPs into the D&D world.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
And honestly, you might not see official source books printed in this capacity. Maybe it is only online. You don't know.
I'm interested. I would love to see them bring back, because one of the things that they kind of took away was removing from the playtest material from the Unearthed Arcana. They took that away, and a lot of players were kind of sad about that. I would expect that, if I had to guess, I would expect them to include that, and then also probably for those people who are playing those characters, I would expect them to include surveys and be like, hey, I noticed you're playing this character. What do you think? And then they can get more direct feedback from the people who are actually playing it. So
I could really see them embracing the Beyond portion of the platform into a robust online experience that we're already kind of playing in.
Absolutely.
Thanks to the folks in D&D Beyond.
Yeah. Just so that everyone is, I've got a question over here. For those just joining us, we're discussing before we jump back into our campaign. Just the huge news. Like, we took a 2-week hiatus in that span. D&D Beyond was purchased by Wizards of the Coast, which is huge news in the role-playing game. And then also we're going to talk about some of the other. I've got a Polygon article up that I'm going to go through some of those things. So yes, we're going to talk about that in just a second. Don't spoil too much. Arpula says, I love D&D Beyond as a player and as a GM, so hopefully they can keep the development headed in the right direction and not muck it up. I think that they know that D&D Beyond already has a proven track record of being able to deliver and to be able to create a successful product that integrates with the other existing products. Two things on this. One, I will not lie to you, I have been very leery about D&D Beyond because it's third party, and all it would have taken is for someone else to come along and offer a better deal, or for someone to fail to kiss the ring properly, or what have you. Someone gets upset, something illegal happens, or what have you. And then all that content's up in the air. You get to keep your old stuff and whatnot. Now, that concern, because it's owned by Wizards of the Coast, is no longer a concern. And so I think that gives me a great degree of security in the future of D&D Beyond, and gives me much more interest in investing in it as a platform, especially once they get that virtual tabletop up and running. But I think that they'll probably respect, there's a precedent for that in the industry of, a big company comes in and buys a smaller company, and they are just going to give them additional support, and kind of let them do their thing as long as they continue to deliver the results. But I hope that that's true. Also, Tall Backpacks, also Street Fighter, which was another IP, which was Magic the Gathering did. Well, you had mentioned that, and that's actually one of the things, one of the last things that they talked about in the live stream, is the Hasbro CEO says that he saw potential for Universes Beyond approach for other IPs using the D&D rule set, not just Magic. And we've already seen this a little bit with Magic the Gathering has had several crossovers with Dungeons & Dragons, both Dungeons & Dragons becoming cards, and also seeing worlds and also small mini campaigns that Wizards of the Coast has created for for Magic the Gathering characters in the D&D world. So it's definitely interesting to see that. All right, so we're 10 minutes in, and I gotta talk about it now. The biggest thing that came out of this live stream that just happened today is Spelljammer is confirmed. This is hilarious to me because not 20 days ago they put up this spoiler on April Fool's Day that said Spelljammer confirmed, and there was a flying hamster across it, which in the video they reference again, a flying miniature space hamster, which I just think is absolutely hilarious. Because man, as we get into the weird stuff of D&D, man, do they love Minsk, and man, do they love that giant miniature space hamster. So for those of you who are unfamiliar with Spelljammer, I am not going to be the person to describe it to you. I'm going to absolutely hand that one over to Hitohari for the description of give us a taste and a flavor of Spelljammer.
Oh man. So have you ever wanted to fly around on a pirate ship driven by a wizard through the astral sea and decided to like run around with oozes and all kinds of wacky creatures, meeting planets that are being moved by dwarven miners? Yeah, that's Spelljammer. It's awesome.
Yo ho ho and a bottle of space rum for me, huh?
Oh man, the creativity of Spelljammer to me, like, so as far as like a full setting goes, it's not 100% my jam. I like my deep fantasy, but as far as like a creative element of like creature of the week, of like visit this planet from like
do this thing,
Outer Space 9, like live old 80s action films,
sure.
like
or have your own like D&D Star Trek.
Yeah, or Star Wars, or
sure,
any kind of thing like that. Like, you can have all of that stuff, and you can have all kinds of crazy villains and mind flayers are like terrifying in that, and it's great.
So we got a little bit of a taste of this in Journeys Through the Radiant Citadel. They did an entire thing on the astral plane, which is super super cool. That they decided to to do this kind of this kind of a preview of that. I've got a question or a comment from Arpulus. Arpulus said, I adapted old Spelljammer material to take PCs to space to escape the heat after sparking a war with the Xanathar in Waterdeep Dragon Heist. Such a fun setting. Glad they're updating it for 5th edition. So when they did Journeys Through the Radiant Citadel, they followed what I'm going to call the Candlekeep Mysteries method, or the Tales from the Yawning Portal, where like Tales from the Radiant or Journey Through the Radiant Citadel is a series of small modules that only share, like the Yawning Portal, a location. Like this is like they're all like you are or Candlekeep. You are here. And then you get a mission, and you go somewhere else, and you do a thing, and then you come back. You could make a campaign out of it, but the stories aren't really interlinked or anything like that. It's all like these one-of scenarios, which is cool. So when they did this Spelljammer book, I would have probably expected them to do like a campaign guide, very similar to like Eberron, since we had this other like astral plane thing, and they could use their ship to go here and there. But they didn't do that. They did a campaign guide. And then they also did a monster manual kind of thing with it, like a monster manual supplement just for Spelljammer. So now we have 2 books. But wait, there's more. They also did a level 4 through level 8 full adventure book as well. But wait, there's more. It also comes with a sweet-looking GM screen, and I am a sucker for GM screens. But wait, there's more. It all comes in a slipcase. Like, I'm very surprised at the level of time and vested interest in this. Like, they definitely put all of their time and resources, and they backed Spelljammer very, very heavily. And I'm very surprised that they did as much as they did. But I'm excited for it. I very much am.
So I do have a super secret tip right now.
What you got?
Anybody who is on a fixed budget should probably check the Amazon link right now. Obviously, support your local game store, but yeah.
Oh yeah.
It is $69, which means each book is only $33.
Wow. You said $69? That's not how math works.
Yep.
Means they're 23 apiece.
Oh wow.
Or 23 apiece, yeah. So I think they done messed up because they just launched it today, quite frankly. But Amazon guarantees those prices.
That sounds like money. It sounds like everyone's going to Amazon right now to buy their thing. All right, so got a Spelljammer everywhere right now on Amazon. So that was the biggest one. Like I said, I'm very excited by that. That is big news. Huge to see that updated. I definitely am interested, and I hope that they add some rules, some simplified rules, because I love. We're gonna take a left turn here. I love Star Wars: Edge of the Empire, and I really liked Starfinder, but I have yet to see, and maybe this is just my experience. Is just my experience with this. Zed, do you wanna tell Nightbot to chill? I'll let you work on that.
Chill.
Nightbot doesn't love me.
Nightbot, chill.
Okay. But what was I? Sorry, I got distracted by Nightbot just straight telling you to not do that. Which was funny. What were we talking about just a moment ago? Anyways, all right. So with Spelljammer, very very excited about that. I think it's gonna be great. But there's more. There's so many things that they announced. They also announced that there's going to be a new Dragonlance board game, bringing on designer Rob Davio, who is famous for Risk Legacy, Seafall Legacy, and several other games like that as well. He kind of like kicked off the legacy game kind of thing. So I'm very interested to see what that is all about. The game is called Dragonlance Warriors of Krynn, and it's going to be a standalone experience, but it's also going to be integrated with a compatible tabletop RPG, and it's going to be titled Dragonlance Shadow of the Dragon Queen. So that sounds exciting as well. I love D&D board games. I love board games themselves. I love Dungeons & Dragons. I love when the two intersect, so that's always very exciting. There's also going to be a new starter set, so we're going to get a third starter set. More dragons. This one's called Dragons of Stormwreck Isle. It's already for pre-order, available in a whole bunch of different places. So that'll be cool. Oh, that's what we're talking about, yes. Back to things. Yes, the Starfinder thing. So someone said about Starfinder. I was talking about Edge of the Empire. When talking about Spelljammer. So Starfinder and Edge of the Empire, love them. But I have not seen, and if you have, please let me know, an RPG that does a good job of ship-to-ship combat. I have not seen a good RPG do that. But that's my opinion. I like how Edge does it, but it just seems like some of the things are. It's very like combat in Edge of the Empire is very abstract and very narrative focused, and people really like that. But I want to be able to like get out a mini and like move it around and that kind of stuff, and be able to represent where everything is and have maneuvers that do different things and that kind of stuff. Like I want a little bit more of a tactical thing. And Edge of the Empire, for all of its wonder, I love that system. For all of its great stuff, falls a little flat for me on that particular thing.
The character, and you have to go way back, and I mean way back. I'm old. And if you want ship-to-ship combat, I'm sure you could adapt it easily. Starfleet battles that's very tactical. It's you could come up with new ships. That's not a problem. And miniatures, and you move them on the map, and everything's got speeds, and it's set up on a 32 impulse turn. So if you're moving, just for easy math, 16, and I'm moving 32, I'm going to move twice for your once on the map. It's a very good tactical space battle system. You could probably easily adapt this to something in a role-playing game. Say, okay, now we're going to flip over to this map, and we're going to do these battles.
I know that there's
good luck finding them. I mean, I probably have 3 copies of it here at the house because we used to play it nonstop, a long time ago.
I know that for a long time they used to use Battlefleet Gothic, which is a Warhammer 40k like miniatures game, to teach naval tactics, like at West Point. I don't know if they still do, but now as a rumor, it was handed down to me as gospel. Whether or not it's true, I don't know. But it'd be really cool if it was. Arpula says, the Expanse RPG Starship Combat was like the show, one shot from the ship at longest range potentially wins, so it was best to run. I've seen people use, if you go and you're playing Edge of the Empire or Age of Rebellion, there's a way that you can use, you basically, it takes all the skills and all the abilities and everything for the role-playing game. When you go to ship-to-ship combat, you basically it translates all of that stuff over to X-Wing, and you basically just play X-Wing when you do ship-to-ship combat. So that's kind of cool. But I hope that they cleaned it up. I will say I was a little disappointed when it came to. I think that Beverton's Guide to Ravenloft is a phenomenal book and probably one of the best books that's come out in the last couple of years. But their rules for how they handled fear and madness, it felt a little flat to me. And I just hope that they give me some. They give you something that's here's a rule set, and then there's also something that's simple and easy to run, and then it adds the DMG. Here's some things to add some robustness if you want to. But that's what I'd like to see. So as I mentioned, there is the new starter set called Dragons of Stormak Isle. It's already on pre-order now. It includes dice, pre-ordered characters, all that kind of stuff. You want to add something to the Edge of the Empire discussion?
Oh yeah. Hull damage is just a tax upon your players. Prove me wrong.
So in the times before Open Heart Games, before the pandemic, Hirohari was in an in-person Edge of the Empire campaign that I was running at the time, and every time it was just funny because every time the ship would get hit, immediately Hirohari's character would reach for his wallet. It was really good. He'd be like, "Oh, it's gonna cost."
I was
someone.
the pilot, and I was always so upset because I have one job.
Yep.
And then the ship gets broke.
Mm-hmm. I remember you one time screaming, "Don't you know how expensive this is?" It's pretty good. All right.
I did.
There's a new, very excited about this as well. Love to see the IPs that I love on the silver screen. Dungeons and Dragons has a movie coming out called Dungeons and Dragons: Honor Amongst Thieves.
Yeah, they already did a movie. It was really bad.
They did 2 movies.
It's 20,
you might not remember.
You don't want to remember. They were both really bad. But
so for the first time ever, Dungeons and Dragons is doing a movie called Dungeons and Dragons: Honor Amongst Thieves. I realize that there are other. Was that entertaining for you?
It was. Thank you.
All right. It's gonna star Chris Pine, Hugh Grant, so some big names, Sophia Lillis, Michelle Rodriguez, and Jessica Smith. And if I butcher anyone's names, I apologize. Regé-Jean Page, and it's set to release next year in March 2023. So I'm excited about that. I think it's pretty cool to see. I want to see them. I think that if they follow the recipe that Critical Role has created, and other quite frankly other fantasy things, The Witcher and so on and so forth, and they try to stick with like tell a story, make interesting characters, let those interesting characters do interesting things, let them grow, and so on and so forth. I think that the movie will be fine. Obviously, there's not a great precedence for this, so we'll see.
The bar is low.
Yeah, that's good. All they have to do is the bar is set.
All you have to do is walk over the bar.
Yeah, done without tripping.
Without tripping. And we should be good.
Yep. Either way, Hugh Grant and Chris Pine, I am sure, are going to walk away with from this movie with a lot of money.
Well, I'm surprised Vin Diesel didn't jump up and down and volunteer.
I'm sure he'll have a cameo. Yeah.
Oh, because he's been.
What about Joe Manganiello?
Yeah.
Yeah, and Joe.
So,
yeah.
I saw one year at Gen Con, I saw Vin Diesel or Vin Diesel's Lamborghini being parked by a valet. One of the two. Couldn't tell. Just saw a cool Lamborghini, but I was told that it was his. Like I said, not sure if it was, but that was cool at Gen Con one year. So that's one of the other pieces of D&D news. They have a new really cool thing. They have new D&D campaign cases that will help you return to the table and carry all of the tokens that you want. They're pretty neat. So the way that they're doing the monster one especially is cool. Basically what it is it is a plastic... let's see if I have something that I can use. Aha! This is kind of a thing. We basically have like a plastic... This is a snap case, but... a plastic disc. And then that disc... Oh, I've got something I can use even better. Perfect. Here we go. There's a coaster. Alright, so you have like a disc like this, right? And they're all plastic, and then you have a bunch of like stickers essentially that you can reuse, like reusable stickers, and you can slap the sticker on there and you're like, aha, this is a goblin, and you put it on the table. And they beat it, and then you take off the sticker and put it back on its little like sticker sheet, and then you take the next thing and you're like, now it's a skeleton. And so you can reuse them. The discs themselves come with like 3 different colors, red, blue, and white, so I'm guessing for like, minion, lieutenant, boss, that kind of thing, if you needed to separate those. But that's super cool. I always like reusable things, that way you're not throwing away stuff you don't need to. Always a big fan of that. They're also doing one that's just terrain, so you can like lay out a bunch of terrain. And the same thing, where like the terrain itself, I didn't catch exactly what kind of material it is. Double-sided.
The terrain is a big one.
Huh?
And then it's skeleton. But never mind.
Yeah.
Carry on.
Yeah. So similarly, so the terrains are a bunch of tiles, but similar to the monsters, instead of turning into a skeleton and then turning into a goblin, you can put like fires and then like walls and but you stick them. You actually affix them to the tiles. So tiles are all interlocking. Also, it comes with a large foldable map that either looks like grassy terrain or snowy terrain. At this time, we don't know if it's dry erase friendly. It looks cool. I hope it is, because if it is, that's useful for me. If it's not, it's not as useful for me. So, also another thing. I think that's going to be a super cool thing to see and be able to use that like in person for any kind of D&D game. We talked about the Dragonlance. So Dragonlance apparently is going to be getting a new campaign later this year as well. They're going to be doing 2. So I was shocked by this. So Spelljammer's coming out in August. Like, that is so soon. I'm very surprised by that. But we'll see, you know. And then the Dragonlance game is coming out later this year.
Speaking of Spelljammer,
Yeah.
and D&D Beyond, we are currently experiencing a spring sale on D&D Beyond. So you can pre-order your copy of Spelljammer, which will include all 3 source books, for like $35.
That's super cool. Yeah, and I think the last thing is that D&D Direct is now kind of the the thing that they're going to be using to keep everyone up to date on the latest Dungeons and Dragons news. This is the first time that they've done a D&D Direct. I was kind of hoping that it was going to be, I don't know what I was hoping it was going to be. You know, maybe something, maybe not quite like a loot box, but like, you know, subscription-based service where you'd sign up and they would just like send you a bunch of things, and that maybe not quite like a loot box, but I just thought that would have been kind of cool. But
were you looking too far into the D&D Direct name as to what it could be?
Yeah,
and not look at every major gaming Nintendo, PlayStation, Xbox, how they've been doing directs for like the last 3 years because of the pandemic as their way of communicating what's new.
Yeah, I was hoping that they were going to do something different, but alas,
Nope.
Here we are.
We're just gonna take the playbook out of the video game world and
and then just deliver
and
it.
run with it.
Yeah. Apparently, the last thing that I've got is that we're supposed to be seeing, and I don't remember where I saw this. One, we're supposed to be getting new content for Baldur's Gate 3, the video game, and apparently there's another video game in the works for Dungeons and Dragons, which is cool. I think it was a Neverwinter game. I don't remember where I saw that, but it seemed pretty cool. So, again, gosh, you take 2 weeks off and then suddenly, like, the whole world changes, and there's all kinds of new stuff. As far as me, last week I was in Missouri, which is the original state that I'm from. I got to see a whole bunch of wonderful friends and catch up with them, which was a great thing. Was able to disconnect, to recharge, and had a great time. We did a lot of really cool things. We went to the St. Louis Botanical Gardens. We got lunch in person with Jabrilapad, who's part of our stream team normally. We went to a fantastic restaurant called Salt and Smoke in the St. Louis area. We also drove. My wife and I and my mom went to the Laura Ingalls Wilder Museum, which is the Little House on the Prairie exhibit, and that was really cool, and definitely got to learn a lot of neat things, about her life and that. So, but yeah, it was a whirlwind trip. We got to do basically everything we wanted to be able to do in a week. Kept a very tight schedule, and it felt like we were either in the car or we were sitting down with someone to share a meal. So, but yeah, during that trip, I have almost completely gooey butter cake. I did not get any gooey butter cake, but I did have some of the best barbecue, like I mentioned, at Salt and Smoke. Oh my gosh, it was so good. They had burnt ends, and I just loved them. They were divine. But I was able to almost completely read through over my vacation, which I rarely get to do. I rarely get to read through an entire module for Call of the Netherdeep. I really like that campaign. I think it's very well written. Highly, highly recommend if you want to pick it up. I'm sure that eventually in the future, once we have time and an opening, we'll be running that, but more on that later. So I think that's all the news we have, which we carved out, a good 34 minutes of that. So very, very excited to see Dungeons and Dragons continue to flourish and grow. I mean, this is the most popular the game has ever been in its history. Which is saying something. So there we are. All right, well, thank you all so much for staying with us as we have all this wonderful and really cool news going on. But let's go ahead and jump back in and introduce 35 minutes in, introduce our fun, colorful cast of characters. Starting, of course, with Mordock.
Oh, I have no idea.
You don't know who you are?
It's been what, 3 weeks since we played?
Yeah, I'm sure it's fine.
I'm something. Because last time it was raining in Virginia, so we couldn't play. So
Well, these things happen.
Yeah, so much for the metaverse, huh? Well, we can't play. Can't get on the metaverse. It's raining.
Yeah, you know.
Yeah, I'm Dave. I'm playing Mordock, who is our Azamar Protector Cleric, who I'm trying to heal people. It's a mission. I'm gonna break this terrible. What word am I looking for?
Healing
Perception that I don't heal anybody. So.
Dave, I was on.
Because that's all clerics do is heal people. No, that's all we do.
Dave, I was on TikTok the other day, and one of the channels that randomly popped up in my feed gives out great character ideas for your campaign, and the one that came to me made me think of you, and it was you play as a cleric, but you follow the American healthcare system as your way of healing.
Oh, wow.
So you get to have conversations like, ooh, I'm sorry, but your protection only covers piercing, slashing, and bludgeoning. That's gonna be 500 gold for the heal. And it made me think of more.
Yeah, well, I don't charge.
Hilarious.
It's just,
you just don't.
Everybody thinks that clerics are this. Well, he's just there to heal people. It's like, no, clerics are really cool. They can do a lot of really. And if you pick the right spells and do the right stuff, and I have a combination that I'm going to try here. And once we get a rest, I can change my spells up.
I broke my GM when I played my first cleric in 5th edition because I played a trickery cleric, and he lost his mind he was like, all right, well, you see this group of things, this group of kobolds, and you need to get past them. What do you do? And I looked at him dead in the face and said, I cast Pass Without Trace. And he was like, excuse me? And I was like,
very powerful spell.
Yeah, I showed it. I mean, and no, we didn't have a ranger in our group. It was this is a weird one. We had a barbarian, a fighter, cleric, wizard. That was one character. Fighter, cleric, wizard. And we also had, I want to say, a barbarian, a fighter with a bow. Like, that was our party. And we every time there was an option for him to increase the difficulty, he did. Our GM did. And every time we either skirted around it or murdered it. It was a lot of fun. Trickery clerics are really fun.
I too have been known to play with the trickery cleric.
Yeah, I think that's my favorite cleric. I just like the ability to create a duplicate of yourself, and if you get high enough level, you get to create 5 duplicates, and you can just run the duplicates around and just do stuff. So, it's neat. Alright, so anyways, that huge aside, that's Mordock, the cleric who clerics, or does he, and now we're on to Patron.
Hello, everyone. I am Brad, also known as Hitohari in chat, playing Patron Purpleheart, our resident druid, healer, cleric. You know, a little bit of column A, a little bit of column B.
Excellent. All right, and of course, Zed.
Hello, everyone. BGX Mage here in chat and on Twitter. I play Zed, our lovable little kobold monk who just wants to grow up and be a dragon one day.
Excellent.
That's all he wants.
So, who has the show notes for what happened? I would say you could probably do like last time and a half.
Please hold. I can do it.
In a minute.
Yeah,
I can do it.
I believe in you.
Whew. Last time and a half on Dragon Ball Z.
Dungeons and Dragon Ball Z.
Alright. Yeah, so we had we're gonna go back to a point, and we're gonna call that point.
We're gonna go back.
We arrived. We're gonna go. Well, there's a lot that could have happened in the last couple weeks, but we're just going to start with the fact that we did get to Waterdeep.
That's true.
And it was very brief, but we did get there. And we noticed that the baddies were hopping on another caravan and going even further north. So we got hired. And this time we're all getting paid. 5 gold per 10 day. Which we'll get to that in a second. Anyway, so we start going. We drive past the mayor of the Deadman, whomever that might be. And I'm trying to translate. So for those at home, I keep campaign notes, but they're written from Zed's perspective. So as I'm reading, I'm like having to translate, which for better or for worse, is getting us there. We fought some people. Oh, we ran into some ogres on that way. They almost crushed the egg, but we saved it. We head off to a roadside inn, and this is where things got interesting because Mordok needed to kill the innkeeper. As we come to find out in the next week, this would have been just right before technical difficulties and whatnot. We come to find out that that person killed part of Mark's family, and he needed to seek revenge. So we at the same time our dragon hatched. We have a baby dragon named Volps, and was very loud and noisy, but seems to like jerky and listening to dragon facts and things like that. So creating a big old ruckus in our room, but we were able to keep the dragon quiet. And Mordok went off and did his thing. Baylor wanted to drink and started a barroom brawl again. Patron had a drinking contest with someone, and I'll be honest, a lot of Zed's notes are I heard a bunch of noises because he was in the room with the dragon, so he didn't really see much or hear much. But we end up leaving the room, heading downstairs. We find a secret room full of lizard folk, and then we snuck up on them, and we're following them, I think, to the mayor of the dead, whatever that thing is.
The mayor of Deadman?
Yeah, I think we're there. I think that's where we left off. Checking calendar. We did a little exploring of the mayor. Am I off? Did I not have a... No, that's week 18. No. We started to kind of explore the mayor, and that's when things got weird.
Arpulus says regarding the either the mayor of the dead men or the guy that Mordok killed, better stuff him in a well.
Yeah, we do. We are known to supposedly pollute the local water source with dead bodies.
I mean, that only happened once.
It did, but word gets around the town from the locals, and all of a sudden it's a big deal. So
all of a sudden it's a thing.
So I think we got to the mayor, and we tried to explore it, and that was the technical difficulties and stuff. So you could probably rewind us back to that. Oh, we've got Jamna with us, and she's extra shady, but we haven't really confronted her on her shadiness just yet.
Just yet?
Yeah, just yet.
Because we're all virtuous and good.
Oh, so later.
Yeah, because we're equally. I mean, we have a dragon, or we have a dragon.
We have a
thing.
black dragon.
Yeah, so
the most vile of all the chaotic chromatic dragons. Yeah.
Yeah, they're just gross. I'm sure it's fine.
Yeah. we're gonna convert. I don't have a convert spell. Sorry.
You know, this is nature versus nurture. We're gonna nurture our way in through
We're gonna nurture the heck out of that dragon.
it. Between Dragon Facts and Jerky, I think we can do it.
Yeah, my role playing for the dragon so far has just been like giant angry house cat, and I just happen to have one, so you know.
Well, house cats are chaotic evil anyway, so it's fine.
Yeah, it's the same. It's pretty much the same thing.
It's basically you acting as Elspeth.
Yeah, my cat's name is Elspeth because I am a nerd. But yeah.
So, yep, that's Zed's notes. Take them or leave them.
Very good.
We're also level 5.
You are all indeed level 5.
So some of us got some cool extra little oomph.
You gotta wait for your boost, don't you, patron?
Yeah, I got one more level.
Yeah, because you took a level in cleric.
Oh yeah, but that's a different kind of boost.
I mean, someone had to, right? Just kidding.
Someone has to eat already.
Someone's got to cast healing word. All right. Okay, so here we are. Here's the world that we live in. So we're gonna rewind to just roll some animal handling. It'll be fine. Says our peer list.
+3 in there.
Yeah. So we talked about what happened last time. I'm going to go ahead and, since we had like all of the technical difficulties and whatnot last time, so the party found a secret tunnel. Through the roadhouse, and the tunnel emerged in a spot nearby that was screened from trees and brush from the camp. And as you approached through the tunnel, you could hear bestial voices in the distance. The trail then led to the Mare of Dead Men, which is a mix of swamp and just goes on for miles. So we'll go ahead and go to the map real quick, so we can kind of show where we're at. All right, so here we are down here. See if I can draw a little, add more red line here. So the party has made their way up here and is now making their way actually into the Mare of Dead Men. I mean, y'all have traveled a pretty decent way. All the way from way down there in Greenest. All the way up the coast. Baldur's Gate.
It's been a long journey.
Yep. So, very, very exciting. All right. So, as this is happening, now you're moving into this, and you're trying to figure out where to go exactly. So from this work camp, it is muddy, mucky, gross, cold. It just seems like it is just kind of miserable as you're just walking through. Every time you take a step, your boots sink deeper into the soggy, slushy ground. So it's gross. The most dry that you can find day one is when you step on a shrub or a bush or something like that. And even it seems like the greenery in this area just feels like it's just kind of tangled, twisted, and almost like it's repulsed by living here in the Mare of Dead Men. So it is a very unpleasant journey. I'll throw this on the background. So we had a bit of an encounter last time, but what I'm going to do now is I'm actually going to have someone. We'll just do a little bit of what happened last time. So I need everyone to make a survival check. Actually, sorry, not everyone. Just whoever's leading the party.
Well, that's
that
not
would be
said.
that would be me, because I'm the survival guy. Hold on.
What is your...
Survival.
Oh, never mind. I know what it is. Move on.
But
Yeah. Mordoc's a survivor. He's not going to give up.
Very good. Ah, yes. The 20. All right. So as you are walking through here, you can see that there are deep clawed footprints through the mare that you're able to follow pretty plainly as they cross the wet ground. Oh, well, thank you, Hidehari, for subscribing. If you have a Prime account, you can actually subscribe to us for free if you like what we do. Definitely check out our YouTube and our Facebook page and give us a like there and give us a follow here on Twitch. All right. So, as you can see, like there's oh yay, more things. We got a hype train. It's so close. So this cold, deep. Oh wow, look at that. Hype train. Choo choo. All right, so I need another survival check, please. Wow, incredible.
well, I'm +7, so that's without my guidance. I could roll a d4 and add to that if you need.
No worries. So as you are continuing to go through this mucky, gross place, you're able to continue following these kind of gross or not gross, but these clawed footprints through there, and they seem to be pretty heavy, like they're almost
like lizard men.
They're lizard men, but they seem like the clawed marks from their clawed feet are deep into the mud.
As if they're carrying something heavy.
Correct.
Or they're just obese.
Well,
they're really fat lizard men.
Sure, but they're just very strong lizard men, perhaps.
Ah, okay. They're big.
They thick.
they're just big bones.
They thick. Yeah. One.
They're gonna get banned by Nightbot
how many?
I'm not on Twitch, so I don't have to worry about it. Nightbot.
How many C's is the question?
All of them.
All right. So, as you're continuing to go through this, it is cold, it is gross, and after about 7 miles or so of this just overland, swampy, cold, kind of misty. It begins to kind of mist and rain. There isn't much of a camp here. It's really kind of just a clearing, but it's slightly drier than the muck you've been wading and trudging through. But 4 wicker lean-tos and a stone platform for lighting a campfire above the soggy ground command attention to this wilderness. There's 3 dugout canoes that are drawn up to near one of the lean-tos. A few dozen yards beyond the campsite in the direction you've been traveling, the dryland ends, and other than moss-covered trees and thick clumps of reeds, nothing rises above the still black water. What do you do?
I'm thinking this is a good place for a sandwich. All
What?
right, so we'll observe for is there any no one's there? There's no smoke. There's no
No.
we see any light sources. It appears to be not in use at the moment, but it's not in ill repair. Correct.
Correct.
So the very heavy claw marks lead up to this place.
Mm-hmm.
We don't have a ranger, so we all can track things real good. Nobody's around. I say we go in. It's a good place for a rest.
I'm down.
Okay.
Yeah.
And our barbarian has gotten lost, I assume.
That's a safe assumption
Okay.
for right now. But he's still with you.
In spirit, of course.
Oh, always. Yep.
And barbarian is just wandering off.
I'm gonna say that this is kind of where you find yourself. Oop. This is where you find yourself here.
That looks familiar to last time.
How did that happen? How bizarre.
You only had one map.
Well, there's one good swamp map.
And there's no will-o-wisp here. That was evil of you, by the way.
What was?
The
Oh, the
will-o-wisp.
will-o-wisps. They're so.
You do know they could just kill you dead, right? They're only like.
Oh, I'm well aware. They're
only like CR1 or 2, and they could just you're just dead. Oh, just gone. Poof. See you. Bye.
Banshees are. I've killed parties with banshees before.
Banshees can do that too. Yeah.
Yep.
Banshees and will-o-wisps are just nasty undead.
They sure are. So the canoes have enough paddles large enough to hold some humans without much gear. Inside are lean-tos and a few baskets with some smoked fish and things like that.
Oh, we don't have any humans, so.
Oh, that's true.
A kobold, a dwarf, a
humanoid.
Azamar, and a gnome. We're
Yeah,
kind of small, and a dragon.
it's true.
Who gets an animated token? I'm very jealous.
Oh, the dragon?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, she does. She's going to go over here. And she's going to go over there. Then she's going to go over here. And then she's going to go over here.
Oh. How do you get a cool animated token like that?
You get really lucky. You can also
Uh-huh.
get them on Roll20. You can buy packs that have them. I just happened to get one as a gift for being a subscriber. All right, so
She must be thriving with the swampland.
she's very happy. Yes, Valdis is very, very happy right now.
Yeah, this is their natural terrain.
Mm-hmm. She's like jumping into the swamp. Her black scales gleaming in the filthy water. Jumping in the water, coming out with a fish, throwing it up in the air, catching it, eating it, repeating the process, getting another fish, batting at it, killing it, knocking it back into the water.
Like a cat with a mouse.
Oh, absolutely, yep. A cat actually likes the water, so she gets under the water, she gets into the water and just kind of like sits there and looks at all of you, just kind of sees what all
like
of
a
you are doing.
crocagator.
Yeah.
Blowing bubbles.
Oh yeah, the whole time. Almost like she wants you to play.
Oh yeah, I'm up for that.
I'll play with her.
All right. What do you do?
I will.
Don't say play fetch.
That's exactly what I was thinking. And that's why I paused. I will. Can I see if I can catch a fish?
Sure, yeah, survival. Arpeel says it's all fun and games until she melts your hand with acid.
Well, looks like I probably caught a fish.
Hey, you caught a fish.
I will take said fish and I will be basically chuck it as high as I can in the air. I was like, catch it, Valdez.
She springs from the water and jumps up into the air, takes flight for the first time, and is just like, wait a second. Wait, what? Flies, looks at both wings, and is just like, I am confused. And then grabs and the fish like flops down into the water, and she dives after it. She hasn't flown until just now. Just
That was-
instinct.
That was special.
Yep, and then she brings the fish has a giant bite out of it, and she drops it at your feet.
I'll give Valdez some head scritches and give her a little bit of jerky.
Which she then eats, of course. All right. So so are you all gonna just like hang out here, or what are you doing?
I'm thinking this is a long rest place.
Sure.
Yeah. I mean, I'm down.
Okay. We're just taking a long rest. Sounds good.
Because I need to change spell.
So, before you be able to complete your long rest, as you're just kind of like settling in, I'm going to say for right now where you are, which this works out pretty perfectly. I'm gonna move everyone down here, and I'm just gonna say that for right now, this is going to be the, we're using our imaginations. This area here is going to be the, the quote unquote the coast. And as you're getting ready to settle in, 3 groups of lizard folk are going to surprise you and be right here. Hiya!
A lot of lizard folk.
Yep.
Surprise! Have you met
So
my
three-
passive perception?
Now, 3 groups of 3, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Harley?
there's no surprising.
What was that?
So there's no
Harley?
surprising here.
Yeah, I said surprise, Carrington. Have you met my passive perception?
What is your passive perception?
17.
That's pretty okay.
Mine's a 16. And it's nighttime, so
We're very
Oh,
wise
well.
folks. With a evil chromatic dragon, but
Which draws the wisdom into question. All right.
listen, I'm very wise, but I'm very stupid.
All right. So the lizard folk and you are just as surprised to see each other, and they just like kind of freeze for a moment. I heard someone say parlay.
Yeah.
I would they freeze, we freeze. I like raise a hand and wave a little bit.
Roll intimidation. They're not sure what to think of you.
Do you want me to roll persuasion as well to see which
Sure,
one they're
yeah,
more
yeah.
inclined for?
Absolutely.
Or take a D4 on that. So it's a 19.
Yay. It's worse.
Oh.
Just roll that d4.
Okay.
That guidance. Another,
Look at all
yeah,
the
okay, all right.
D4s.
So they're equal parts kind of threatened and whatnot, and they just kind of like...
We do have a dragon. Do Wormlings get the dragon presence thing where people are afraid of them?
They do not.
That's probably good.
Yeah, I don't think it's until they're young adult maybe, that they get it.
Yeah, they're just cute and cuddly at this age.
Yeah.
They are pretty adorable. Here.
So they're equal parts terrified and like set at ease.
Yeah, I'm just saying, look at that face.
No, only a mother could love.
Look at that face. Alright.
That's my baby.
As a man who owns a dog that looks like it has a perpetual grumpy face, it's the cutest.
Yep. Resting grump face. Alright, so, like I said, it seems like there's just kind of a standoff right now.
I don't know. I'll ask them if they want to enjoy a campfire. And then I will toss Valdis some jerky.
Okay.
As I said, equal parts friendly and intimidating.
They,
Be our friend or else.
one of them pulls out some manacles. And says something, I believe, let's double check. I think they speak Draconic.
Well, we're all fluent in Draconic.
Yep. And they say, you come with us. You come now.
From where?
In Draconic back, I'll be like,
Where are we going?
why would we do that?
You strangers in the mare.
You're strangers to us.
We have orders.
Oh, now you're gonna confuse them.
You have.
Well,
We have orders. We capture.
orders? I offer you food.
One of them is
Sir,
just
this is
like,
Wendy's.
we're not supposed to. Sir, thanks, sir. This is Wendy's. They're just like, oh, one of them's like, they kind of whisper amongst themselves, and they're like, they hop out of the canoes. Put them here. And they're like, you must come with us. Come with us peacefully, or come with us not peacefully.
How about you join us, have a meal, we'll talk about it. There's some drink here.
And where would you take us?
We will take you to castle.
Does the castle have a dragon?
They look at Valdis, who's kind of like got her hackles up and is just like, yep, kind of hissing at them. Like there's like a low hiss. And then Jamna's like, there, it's okay, and like pats the dragon. And the dragon's just, the Valdis is just like, who are you and why are you touching me? Valdis is like, I'm gonna stand over here. And Valdis goes over and like stands near Zed immediately.
Patron will continue to break apart some more jerky, and it's like, listen, let's all sit down like civilized people and share some food and some fire and just talk about it. You've got your manacles, you've got the numbers.
Make me a charisma persuasion check.
Am I still guided, I assume?
Oh yeah, I'm rolling it now.
Woof.
Yep.
I'm not much better. My
One of them
Christmas is the same,
says,
so.
"No jerky. No more discussion. You come with us. Hard way or easy way. You put yourself in manacles, or we will put you in manacles."
We will come. We may come with you, but there will be no manacles.
What did Patron say?
I was going to say something with a spell.
What are you gonna say? What spell are you? Oh, here we go. Oh, okay.
One of those.
Yeah, I was gonna target. Hold on.
Yeah, I'll just start rolling initiative if that's all right.
Yeah.
Oh, not a problem.
Probably not going to need half of these initiatives. Hey, look at that! Patron goes first. How perfect. Oh, snap. Right there?
Correct.
So... Did you hit? With an 11? You did not. But you still do the cold damage, right?
They gotta make dex saves for that, I do believe.
Guess what they're good at? Notoriously good at this. Wow, okay. Oh, that's not the right one. Nope.
There it is.
So that's 2 nopes.
I'm gonna just say this middle one is gonna take 0. The 2 on the side will take 10. Not 41, 10. And 10. Alright. Alright, you've really asked for it now. It's battle music time. Patron, you're done. Lizard folk time.
Dun, 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 dun.
Listen, I offered them peace.
Now you're gonna offer them in pieces.
Now I'm gonna offer
10,
them the stick.
15, 20. Oh, so previously it was because previously it was so much carrot. All right. So we are going to make so we have this, we multi-attack, so we get to make 2 attacks with different weapons. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to make an attack with this this heavy club. Hiya. That's how we start off this combat.
Bonk.
Language.
I said bonk.
Oh, okay, good.
What'd you think I said?
Not bonk.
All right. Anyways, enjoy the bonk. And then that's the first attack, and then it's gonna hit you with its spike shield.
Wow.
Right, that's my turn. So how much damage was that total? Let's see, 13, 20 some. That's a lot. It's a lot of damage.
There's a certain little dragon that needs to go before me.
Does it?
Mr. Adden, sort the list.
Okay, well, you bonked my dad. Hmm.
It actually hurt.
Yeah. What? We'll get there eventually. There we go. Rolled a 2. Alright. We'll bite him. And miss. But Valdis tried. Good job, Valdis. Alright, Zed. I don't even think she has. Yeah, she just has literally an attack and like and a 5d8 breath weapon.
Well,
That's fantastic.
Okay. Zed.
Anyways, we're just gonna move over here, and then we're gonna attack number 1. There's a 13 hit.
No, he has like a tortoise. I love the art in Dungeons and Dragons 5th edition. Look at what these lizards. They look so cool. So he's got like this turtle shell.
Wow.
So like as you like try and like strike him with your draconic, he like raises his shield instinctually.
Oh, well, I didn't like that, so I'm gonna try to like sweep the legs.
Heck yeah.
Johnny.
That'll hit him.
Oh wait, does a 23 hit?
It sure does.
Neat. 8 fire.
Ouch.
Then I'm going to use a key point to unload a little flurry.
Okay.
Was it 14 hit?
Hello, Cephalogod. Hello, adventurers. This a 14 does not hit, but a 16 does.
Perfect. 8 more.
So the 15 is what you're looking for. 8 damage. All right. So you are you killing him or are you knocking him out?
It is the regular bludgeoning damage, so it is knocked out.
Blam.
The roundhouse kicked him in the face.
Did you guys move on the map? I'm not seeing. Oh, okay. Never mind.
Excellent. Mordok. Speaking of, it's your turn.
Okay, I'm gonna move here, and then not cast my go-to. We will do this instead.
Okay, so it's
2d6. And it's
just these 3. This guy. This
Yep,
guy.
just those 3.
Okay, and they need to make a con save.
Yep.
Alright, well, here's the first person. And hiya. And one more. Go ahead and roll that damage for 2 of them.
11.
Oh, you did. Yeah, you look at you. Alright. Minus an amount. Minus 11. Alright, cool. Guess whose turn it is? All the lizard folk ever. Well, we didn't like that. Oh yeah, we're absolutely gonna do this. Let's see. Alright, so our intelligence, so that we're clear for those looking at home, our intelligence is a 7, so it's a -2. We've never seen a monk before in our life, so you know what we're gonna do, right? Alright, cool. Good job, guy over there. This guy's gonna run over here though, and we're gonna hit this cleric with advantage. Hiya! 15 doesn't hit, does it?
No.
How about a 24?
Well, okay, that would hit.
Alright, take 7. Alright, this guy right here next to you is gonna do the same thing. Heavy club. 21 hits.
Yep.
Alright, take 8.
That's 15.
Yep. And then he's gonna try and bite you. But he doesn't have advantage or anything, so that misses.
It misses anyway.
That is true. This one is also going to take a javelin, and we're gonna throw this one at Patron. 15 doesn't hit, does it?
Nope.
Alright. This guy right here. Ooh, I just threw him underneath Mordock. I don't even know how I managed to do that. He's going to do his multi-attack deal. He's going to attack you with his club. And he's also going to attack you. He's going to try and bite you. He crits. So take another 6.
You rolled 2 crits on me?
I did. I did have advantage on a bunch of those attacks.
I have them right where I want them.
That is true. 10, 15. I think that's what we do, right? Jamna has some abilities, right? She can do things.
Well, she usually just hides.
Yeah, but I think she's actually going to do something this time. She can dash, disengage, or hide. She attacks twice with her short swords. So I think what she's going to do is she's going to do this. She's going to go 5, 10, 15. We're going to double check something real quick. She's 25 feet. Okay. So actually, no. She's going to move right here. And then she's going to attack the guy next to you. Oh, yeah. Let's do the smart thing. Do the tactical thing. 5, 10.
Thank you.
Yep, there we go. She has multi-attack. She's gonna attack this guy twice. Oh, cool. She gets extra damage. So she does 9, so she doesn't critically fail. And then 22 to hit. So that's 9, 18. A lot. Yep. Oh, he dead. So she kills him in one fell swoop. Like she jumps, she jumps on his back, stabs him in the back as he's reaching around. She takes the short sword and like puts it on his neck and like twists around him, and he falls to the ground choking on his own blood. And she'll dash away. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. So she'll go over here. She's done her part. Alright, this guy right here. Spike shield first, yeah. Nope. Alright, what about the club? Nope. Alright, cool. Alright, this guy also throwing a javelin at Zed. If I could hit you, you could deflect it. This is against Mordock. Nope. All right. And then this guy is already unconscious. Patron, your turn.
Okay. Can I get a spike growth thing for me?
Absolutely.
Seems a little overkill.
These guys actually hit pretty hard. I mean,
Yeah, they can do 2d6. Yeah, they're fine. I mean, you guys annihilated them before. Where do you want this? Let me see if you have control over it. You should. Yeah, you have control. Move it where you need it.
that leaves Mordok out of the range, I do believe, right? Yeah,
Yep.
looks like it.
Let me drop it.
Yep, drop the layer.
All right. Bam. There you go. Don't like that. Anything else?
That's a regular action, right? Yeah. Hold on. It's been a week. I gotta remember what I picked up.
What'd you pick up?
I was just reading my meta magics to make sure I remembered how they worked. Yeah, I think I'm just going to Shillelagh for now.
Okay. It's just casting Shillelagh on yourself.
Correct. It's a bonus action to cast on myself, so. Yep, Shillelagh on myself, and I'm concentrating on spike growth.
Alrighty. Done after that?
Yes, sir.
Alright. Valdis. Valdis sees this, knows what's going on. These two people over here have these two people over here have thrown sticks at Zed. Valdis is gonna go over here and breathe acid on their faces.
Oh, baby.
Alright, so make those dex saves, fools.
15-foot cone. Hold on.
Nope, it's a line.
Oh, okay. Yeah, it is a line.
Yep. So it goes all the way to here. So at most she's going to be able to hit like 3 things. Oh, very important thing. There you go. And they have to make dex saves, which I mean they're gonna die. So, all right.
Yeah, make it or not, they're probably going to die.
We'll see. All right, so that one fails. And what about this one? Well, he rolled initiative, so that's a good idea. Good job there, guy. All right, both failed. Roll 5d8. All right,
that was underwhelming.
I mean, that's 24 damage over 2 characters.
Yeah.
It's not bad. Alright, she's done her part. Zed.
Help if I was unmuted. That was really neat. You want to see a trick too? How about this? I'm going to do for my first trick. I'm going to do this.
Are you gonna make it? Are you gonna make it acid?
Yes, I would like the. I would like the 20-foot cone.
Oh yeah, I think you just me see if I can get a 20-foot cone for you.
It should be like these two, not Valdis.
Yeah, I'm wondering if you get this guy, though.
It looks like he does.
Yeah, I think so. I think it goes this way. I think you're still gonna
Then
hit.
I will.
I think you're still gonna hit Baldus, but if it's
Not
acid,
if I-
who cares?
Well, he can angle it.
Yeah, if I step here and shoot off this corner, shoot off this edge.
You said it's a 20-foot cone?
Yes.
Wouldn't you know it? All the colors. Oh, this is actually pretty good. Wouldn't you know what? All the colors that I have are not that. Or all the cones that I have are not that. I'm just gonna make this bigger. So that'd be a 15-foot cone, which means that that should be a 20-foot, right?
Yep.
All right, there.
I would say turn it one more.
Turn it at least 2 more times.
What do you mean turn it 2 more times?
Rotate it counterclockwise.
Like there?
Yeah, basically like that, and then you can fit it. So yep, just like that.
Just like that.
So then we're
Ta-da.
catching this guy too.
Well, yeah, he's knocked out, so yeah, he's gonna die.
Enjoy dying, fool.
No,
I think you
like,
made that one square too big.
Is it?
Yes, it's 25.
There we go.
There you go.
Is that right then?
Yep.
Alright, so first
Still
thing I'm going
gets
to do,
small.
controlled. It's still too small?
No, it's
no,
perfect.
It's perfect.
Perfect. Alright, well I'm going to save a copy of it.
It's perfect. It's just off center and it bugs me.
It's designed
Yeah, that-
it's designed for a different size. And there's not a 20-foot cone in what I have. There's 30-foot cones and 15-foot cones and 60-foot cones.
Well, I'll tell you what. I have one more step of movement. Oh, I can move it. Ha 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 ha.
Yeah, I just gave you power. Yeah, you could just do it that way.
And then
You're still getting everyone.
are you? I was like, are you still rolling that guy?
All right,
Excellent. DC 14s, please.
let me name this thing real quick. So this is going to be
Zed's magic trick.
it's Breath of the Dragon, right?
It is,
Yep.
it is Breath of the Dragon.
Okay. Yeah, I recommend for those watching at home. I always recommend just having a separate sheet, which I'm not gonna go to right now. But I have a separate sheet that's just my player spell effects, so I can just go grab it and then just add them as you use them. Because usually, if someone uses an effect and they like it, they'll continue using it over and over. Anyways, you said you need dex saves. I'm just gonna hide this for right now, so that we don't have to worry about it right now.
Yeah, we know it's hitting it. We're just using it for a measurement tool.
Yep, and we need to make dex saves.
We know
is
it
that
hits
right?
them. Yep, DC 14, please.
I don't like that.
One fail.
Okay.
2 fail. Crit fail. And a pass.
Hey, this guy passes. All right, so how much damage?
All right. I'm rolling. 9. Or
Oh, you can get a 30-foot
his-
line too. Okay, sorry. Go ahead. 9, you said.
9, or in the other case, in the safe guy's case, half.
So he takes 4.
Yeah.
All right.
Oh yeah, no. I was getting really excited for the canoes because I was just gonna lace a canoe with one,
Very nice.
but
you
they
said
hopped
that-
off the boats.
Yeah, you said this is all acid damage. So even if it did hit
yeah.
Valdus, which I think it might just a little bit, Valdus is immune. So.
Yeah.
Fun dragon fact for you today. Dragon facts. All right, Mordock.
Oh, cool. I'm going to do something I haven't done before.
Are they not dead yet?
No,
Wow.
So we're going to do that.
this is what they're at right now. Or vampiric touching someone?
Yes.
Which guy?
Oh, this guy right here.
Okay, so that definitely hits. So you're gonna deal 6 damage to him.
Oh wait,
Oh,
time
what?
out. I still have another action.
Oh, sorry. Come back. I'll let that.
I'm not used to.
I'm gonna let what more
not used-
happen, but go ahead and do Zed things.
Yeah, I'm not used to having 2 attacks. I'm gonna do it again, I guess.
Double breath.
We're just gonna breathe
breathe
them out.
twice.
It's when I take an action on my turn, I can replace it with Breath of the Dragon. I
You
have
can
2
use
attacks.
that an unlimited amount of times.
No.
No, I have.
So it says when you take the attack action, and attack act. So the thing says when you take the attack action, you get 2 attacks.
Oh, that's stupid.
So these guys are technically still alive. What was that?
That's stupid.
What did you say, Patron?
No,
I just said
I
kind
can
of agree.
Yeah.
Yeah, you just agreed with me.
Okay.
I don't really want to get into that mess, and I'm out of movement, so I actually am done.
Okay. I'm just gonna have these 2 guys re-roll for initiative because I have no idea where they were. They're either, slowed or not. Alright, let me, descending. Valdis went, Patron went, Zed went, Mordock. You're vampiric touching this guy. You'll hit. So you're gonna do 6 damage to him, right?
Yep, that was a pretty crappy roll.
And then you regain 3 hit points?
Yep,
Okay.
that was pretty terrible.
Yeah, you rolled a 1, a 2, and a 3. Yikes.
Yeah, pretty bad.
Alright. Time for him to. It's everyone's favorite Star Wars episode, episode 5. The lizard folk strike back. So we're gonna hit you with a club. With advantage, so no. And then he's gonna try and bite you, which he's gonna fail. All right, he's done. He's satisfied. Gosh, this guy right here, very unhappy about how his life's going right now. He can't see anything. He can't do anything.
Move and die.
Roll 2. He can see it, right? 2d4, 44.
Yep.
Roll 44. Waiting for that 44. 7 damage, alright. Didn't like that. Ouch. He in fact hated it. He's gonna get into a canoe and be like, alright, well, see ya. Alright. This guy is gonna continue to whack you. What? I don't like the measuring, okay? I don't like the measuring.
Just wait till my turn. It'll be fine. It'll be fine.
I don't know that he did anything. He got whomped on.
It'll be fine. He was my original hit. It's fine.
All right, so this guy right here he's got a club. He hits. He's gonna bite you. 19 hits, right?
Yeah.
I think that's your hit points, right? 15?
Yep. That's exactly what I have.
Alright, so Mordock is unconscious. This guy. Well, they can't see anything. Can't see anything. They're scared of Zed, who's over here. Because, they can't see through it, right? It obscures their view and all that. Was it a yes
Correct.
from Patron? Okay.
Correct, because they're like 20-foot spikes. They're jetted out of the ground.
Now, it doesn't 100% say they can't see through it, to be fair to the spell.
Okay. So, I think they're just gonna they've seen all the spikes. They are pretty dumb though. I don't know if he's gonna move and die. Impale himself on the spikes. You don't even have to roll, he just dies. Oh man.
Is his ego is his ego so big that he's not going to try to take a step forward and take a crack at Zed?
Well, as soon as he moves, he dies.
That's part of the story, but
Oh yeah, I mean,
go on.
yeah, yeah, that's fine. We'll say he moved towards you and just impales himself and dies.
I was thinking about the other guy.
I think that guy knows better now. He's like, oh, that sucked.
What happened to Jamna? She like disappeared.
She's over
He
here.
dashed.
Oh, I see her. He's down there.
5, 10, 15, 20. She says, don't die on me now. And she is going to cast Color Spray.
Oh, I love that spell.
You know. She actually has some second level spells. I think she's going to cast it at second level. If it'll connect. Maybe. Oh, there it is. Alright, so this is what it does. A dazzling array of flashing colored lights spring from your hand. The total is how many hit points of creatures you can affect. Creatures in a 15-foot cone. I think that just gets all of them. I think she gets herself here. I'm just going to measure
Doesn't
it
that
out.
also hit Mordok?
Mordok's unconscious. So first it attacks Mordok. He is 0, so 0. It affects this one. They're blinded until the spell ends. For one
lovely.
round.
You said it was a 15-foot cone?
Yeah. Yeah, I think she gets all of these. I think she gets all of these guys right here. All these guys. So this guy is... this guy's blinded. Bam. Let's see what else. So can't see any of that stuff. I think I just get... And then the next one is this one, which is 11. So this guy is also blinded. So now I've used 16. And then this guy. So she has blinded 3 of these guys. And then she says, please don't die. She yells, hey, don't die. And then she dashes back down here. This guy will take an attack of opportunity against... Try and bite her with disadvantage. Jeez. And we'll hit for 8. Ouch. Alright. And the lizard folk. This guy is I can't see anything. Let's see here. Yeah, it ignores. Okay, cool. All right, so 8. This guy's gonna move this way.
Alrighty.
Because he can't see anything. Yep. And this guy's also gonna... Actually, this one's right in front of Aldous. This one's actually gonna try and take a crack at Aldous. And can make 2 attacks. So here is a club. Which misses. And a bite. Which also misses. Can't see, can't do anything. Hey, it's Valdis' turn. Valdis does the bite.
Well, you can roll the recharge.
I can do that. Nope. Alright, we tried to bite, we didn't bite. Patron, what are you doing?
Excellent. Now, time for my measuring to come into play. I'm gonna step right here.
I believe you.
I'm gonna twin spell Thorn Whip.
And you're gonna pull people through the spike growth.
Yep, I'll tell you what the targets are in. All right. So, do I hit? I assume.
Yep.
Excellent. So that one who is directly
How
over
are
there
you able
trying
to
run-
twin cast?
I picked up with my
The thing.
Yeah, dude, I did it last campaign. I love this feat. Like, don't judge me. It's my favorite.
Mine's Inspiring Leader. It's my favorite.
So I get to move this guy 10 feet closer to me. So he's going to take Thorn Whip damage and then 2 instances of damage from that.
Yep. Probably die. Yep.
So he takes 7 Thorn Whip damage.
Yep.
And 5 more Spike Growth damage.
And dies. Okay.
Then the second one I'm going to hit is the one that attacked Valdis.
This guy?
No, Valdis.
Oh,
My
this
dragon
one.
baby.
Okay. You hit.
So he takes 9 Thorn Whip damage.
So you wrap the whip around his head and pull him into the spikes, and it just like rips him and it just shreds him. He pulls apart like string cheese.
Excellent.
Yep. The ominous Arpula says the ominous off-turn PC measuring visible to everyone is one of my favorite Roll20 features.
Yup. And now for my bonus action, ladies and gentlemen.
This guy died.
And that's
He
our
just-
cleric back up.
Here's just the bloodstream. And you're healing wording who?
Mordock.
All right, Mordock, you now have 7 hit points.
And that would be my turn.
All right, Zed, it's to you.
I spent all my turn moving. Jeez. Yep, that's about how it's gonna go.
What's your movement?
40 feet because I'm a monk.
So fast.
Monk's OP.
And I'm off by a square.
And we need to do a party of monks.
I feel like actual monk. Am I right? Yeah, there we go. I feel like there are some, like if you did all of one thing that are viable. I think you'd get enough healing through Paladin that you could do it.
Way of healing, Way of Mercy monks, the Hand of Healing, Hand of Harm, actually is like pseudo Paladin.
I think you could have you could take a class on a field trip, and you could play an entire college of bards, like different colleges. I think that would be fun.
Well, I'm sure I've said it before. I played at Gen Con one year. It was 5 clerics and a paladin.
I think clerics could do it too.
Yeah, that was pretty. We could do everything,
And
we were
druids.
never going to die.
Yeah, I think you could do a bunch of druids too. A circle of druids would be kind of cool. Each of them taking a different circle. Did you have anything else said?
No, I'm just hanging out with Patron.
All right. More.
I know better than to run up into something and can't attack. So.
Well, I think.
You could spend a key point and do Step of the Wind, right?
I could have, but we did what we did.
All right. We're Word of Radiancing. Fairy Ranger Swarm Keepers with Pixie Swarms. Flock of Fae.
Oh, pixies are terrible.
Yeah.
I'm just rolling really bad tonight.
If you conjure elementals in a space that is super small, you can actually get a bunch of, chungas or whatever? The little tiny elemental creatures. Chawingas, and then they can give you their boons.
That's amazing.
It's like the pixies, but worse, because those boons last forever.
Pixies are
evil. Until you use them. But yeah, you can use
Some of them just last forever.
Alright, so this guy, so it's 7. First guy, Constitution save. He is dead. You killed him. You did it. Next one, con save. Fails. One more. This guy takes 7. This guy will also take 7. Alright. This one's like, and stay down. And is going to attack Mordok. He says ominously. There we go. 17?
Nope.
What if he bit you? What if he crit bit you and broke his teeth? Alright, Jamna. 5, 10, 15, 20. She'd color spray. You're welcome for that. She was here. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. She's going to attack twice. That'll hit for 11. And that'll hit too. So she'll just run up. This guy's blind, so she just drives the. So she takes the sword. She jumps off of his knee up into the air, slashes his throat as he's grasping at his throat. She takes the blade and she drives it down into his chest, killing him. She draws the blade. She takes a dash action. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. She'll be back over here, behind Zed. This guy is no longer blind. Runs over here. Assumes the cleric did it and attacks Mordok with advantage. Huzzah! 10. Everyone say goodnight, Mordok.
Night, Mordok.
Hey.
Your character's got to be all kinds of beat up, right?
Yep. This hasn't gone exactly to plan. I was supposed to run up there, and they were supposed to miss, and that vampiric
5,
touch was supposed
10,
to do a little more
15.
damage.
I'll move down here. We're going to attack... oh, no. So Zed's here and is a kobold. Does not care. Sees the spellcaster and just eyes go red and is just going to smack you with his club. Just a wild swing. This guy, too, sees you. 5, 10, moves here, takes the damage. Nope. Nope. Alright. -5. Valdis.
He took his damage, right?
He did. He's also not blind anymore. Alright, Valdis is going to fly over here. Roll 1d6. Nope. Roll 1d6. That's how math works.
I'm rolling 16.
Yeah, you know. Math.
Yep.
Try and bite. See, I was worried that giving you all a dragon was going to be overpowered. Not worried about that anymore. Patron.
Okay.
Do we agree, though?
This is not overpowered? Yeah. This is not overpowered.
She's fine. She's fun. I like role-playing as a dragon. It's kind of neat. Like I said, it gives me a chance to play as a giant cat and just do stuff.
She's currently doing what the Drake from a Drake Warden is doing, which is providing some advantage for us if we need to, and just kind of chip it away. Because like the Drake for the Drake Warden Rangers is not that overpowered.
Yeah. Yeah. As time goes on, and we get when we finish this and we move into Rise of Tiamat, gasp. Then I'll probably end up doing this. But we'll see. We'll get there.
I get to ride it.
You can ride it now, by the way. She's medium. You're small.
Oh my gosh. That's so amazing. Okay. I'm thinking about my options.
Zed's like this big.
Itty bitty.
Itty bitty.
What is the disengage is one step back, and can I do that?
That'd be your action, though.
That's the action is to disengage? Okay.
You take those attacks of opportunity.
I don't know. The wild swing at me has a squirrel, so hold on. That's for the one who swung at me. Wildly, the first one that approached, the one who took a step in the thorns.
For this one right here. Okay?
Correct.
Yeah, you hit. Alright, you've done some damage. Good amount of damage. Okay, anything else from you? Nothing else?
Yes, I just gotta find it again.
Oh, you do have more things to do? Oh, we're healing the word. Have you heard the word?
Yep. Have you heard the good word?
I've heard that the bird is the word. Alright, so Patron is still patroning. Now it's time for Zed to Zed.
Oh, hi guys. Didn't really ask you to be here, but since you're here,
I'm gonna start with the one right in front of me. A 25 should hit, right?
It does.
Nice. How about 5 fire?
Yep, 5 fire.
About 24.
Yep.
7 fire.
You set him on fire and kill him.
Perfect. I'm gonna look at the other one and spend a key point. Do some punchy punch.
Some flurries.
Yep.
Some flurries.
Yep.
14 doesn't hit. 15's the match number.
In Zed's hometown, the ice cream machine is not broken in the McDonald's.
How about 24?
24 hits.
8.
You kill him.
So that's not just me that the ice cream machines at McDonald's are broken everywhere.
So there's actually a reason for that.
Dude, everywhere.
Yeah, there's actually a reason for that. It's not a super good one, but from what I have heard, again, passed down to me, is that there's only one company in the United States that services all the ice cream machines for all the McDonald's in the United States, and apparently their workload is just way above and beyond what is, like, sustainable. So...
Important to note, that was just regular bludgeoning damage, so he's actually just roundhouse kick to the face.
Oh, is he?
Mm-hmm. There's an argument that he's in the spikes, so maybe he bounced his head off the spike and, like, died, but, you know, I'll leave that to your discretion.
There's 2 unconscious people. Alright, so anything else for Zed?
Nope.
Alright, Mordok, it's your turn.
I'm going to disengage and move there. I'm tired of getting beat on.
I was gonna say, tired of the up down dance.
Yeah. So that didn't work according to my plan. So my die rolling was not very good. I was just gonna keep vampire touching them, but that didn't work.
Alright, so he's gonna step out here. He's gonna step out here. He's tired. He's bloodied. He's gonna step here. He's gonna step here. And when he steps here, his grip loosens on his tortoiseshell shield, and it falls clattering to the ground. He takes his club, he lets it go, and drops it at Zed's feet. Jamna says...
Giving up, little buddy?
Jamna says, "Excellent, kill him." Valdis looks to Zed.
Patron is gonna look at the lizard folk and be like, "I asked you to bake bread." And then he's gonna take off a piece of jerky and hand it to the lizard folk and be like, "Would you like to sit and chat now?"
He looks at you and says, "If it's all the same to you, I'll have that drink now."
God.
I will hand him the flask.
Oh, great.
All right.
That's the only flask I contain on my person.
And
Actually, purple potion.
By the way, I thought of what magic item I would want Carrington, and I know what I would like for that to be.
What's that?
In Fizbin's, there's a horn that can create mead, potions, and everything else from it, like depending on what you drink from it. I have to find the item again.
Are you going to heal this lizard folk too?
yes, I am.
Oh, okay. Excellent.
Whoa.
I will...
Listen, we just showed him we could beat them all up.
Heal the enemy before you can even heal us.
Healing... he's doing prayer of healing, which is 10 minutes. It's everyone.
Listen. Point still stands.
So he's a named NPC. There he is. There he is. He says... He introduces himself. He says, My name
Snapjaw.
is Snapjaw.
Okay. I did not play this, but I've played the next probably 2 sessions, so I'm going to have to out of certain things.
Have you met this person before?
Oh, yeah. I've met Snapjaw. We recruited Snapjaw. He was one of our NPCs.
Oh, yeah.
Well,
I remember him.
funny.
It was...
He just says, pull this up real quick. Snapjaw says, He says, if we can, my people are. He says, I am hoping that you can help my people. You seem to be warriors of honor, are you not?
I would say warriors of I don't know. Does honor befit us? I guess it does, because you disrespect us, you get hit. I will say, why don't you tell us your story, lad? And sorry about your buds.
They died with honor. They died in battle against worthy foes. Such is the way of life out here in the Mare of the Dead.
Hey, who is the mayor?
And how did we vote? No. I assume that Valdis is having some snacks.
Probably not, because like he would want to like try and bury them.
Also, Valdis likes rotting meat, right?
Mm-hmm. Maybe in a day or two. Um. He says. He says that he wants to. He says he wants to help, and if you will please release the rest of his friends, he wants. He says my. He says my people are mistreated. Our leader is dead, and we have lost our honor. We would like to regain it, as you have shown us honor and softness. We would like to see. We would ask that you help.
What is it you ask us to do for you?
My people, they are. We are a proud people. A very proud people. And as such, we are the Scaly Death tribe. But sadly, our Suncaller, our leader, and our shaman has left us leaderless and rudderless and without purpose. We just want to regain our purpose and our way again, and find someone, and find a leader worthy of our worship.
Oh, if you need something worthy of worship, how about I spread some good word? And I will hand him a wooden canary.
He takes it and is very confused. He says, "We were promised by the dragon kneelers that the powerful. We were promised by the dragon kneelers that the death in the swamp, we would be able to worship it."
Dragon kneelers? Do you mean the guys that wear these uniforms? And I rummage through my pack and pull out my.
Yes, the dragon kneelers. They kneel
Yes.
before the powerful dragons. Are you dragon kneelers as well? You've come
No.
with a dragon.
We kneel to no dragons.
I'm just a kobold.
Valdis snorts
I will give Valdis. I will lean down and give Valdis some head scritches. It's like, except for you, Valdis.
She purrs. And then just kind of like, all right, everything's right with the world for now.
I mean, let's face it. We worship our animals anyway.
Yes. The internet has brought back just people communicating in pictures and worshiping cats.
Yeah, it's terrible.
I will ask. So they promised you that you would be able to worship the dead things in the Mar?
No. We would be able to worship the Black Death that plagues. No. The Black Death that haunts the mayor.
What is this Black Death that haunts the mayor?
A powerful creature. Swift as night and twice as deadly. A leader truly worthy of our worship. Seems weird, but you don't get any weird vibes off of it.
No, I'm just trying to figure out what he's talking about. A swift black death. I mean, out of character, I probably know exactly what he's talking about.
I mean, yeah, I kind of have an idea, but
What's your idea?
that's an out of character idea. My real character would.
Yeah, my out of character idea is that, gee, a swift black death in the swamp would be a ancient, large, adult, black dragon.
I'm pretty sure there is a black dragon named the Black Death as a nickname.
That would be my guess out
Yeah.
of character. But that's why I rolled insight, and I don't know, maybe that wasn't the right thing. Maybe our resident dragon lore master might know.
I mean, I can look in my book if we really need it right now.
Dragon facts.
I'll let you roll history.
That's pretty good history.
Anyone want to guide it?
Give us that.
Oh yeah,
guide.
of course. I'm guiding you. Add that D4, bud.
All right, it's 20.
Okay. Do you ask a little bit of information? Like, do you say, hey, what's here? What's, so on and so forth?
Yeah.
Okay. Do you ask, like, more information about it? We have been told by the black dragon kneeler, Resmir, that we will be able to, if we assist the dragon kneelers, that she will help us.
Resmir is here. He's close.
Perhaps. I do not know.
Resmir. Where have I heard that name before?
Resmir is the captain of whatever Frulon Mothbat.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. As soon as you said Furlong Mothbat, his dad's like, oh, yeah, okay.
Yeah.
It's
Furlem
Mondath. This is the one problem. I love D&D. I really do. But some of the names are just silly. Like there is nothing wrong with Fred the Innkeeper. I just want to point that out. Okay? Or like
out of character, we know that Zed is terrible with names. So
I know.
The fact that he's like sitting there pondering on what Resmir is, and then Mordok's like, "Yeah, where Furlong Mothbat is." Oh yeah, duh.
Of
Carry on.
course. Yeah. I just want to point out that if you play a character named, Trulon Birdbath is what Arpulus said. Oh my gosh. If you play Bob the traveling bard, like, more power to you. It's fine. I ran in a campaign where one of the players had so much gold and nothing to do with it. It was actually a Tyranny of Dragons that she paid, I want to say, like 5,000 gold for a levelable retainer that she named Greg the Helpful, and it was great. So
Excellent. So no, Zed's just sitting there listening. It's like, how do I know how do I know this name? And then you just hear in the background, Furlong Mothbat. Oh, right, we're good. Carry on.
Yes, of course. Yeah, makes sense. Perfect.
We're good. Carry on with the story. So Resmu's here.
I have not seen her, but this is what has been promised to our tribe. A leader worth our adoration and worship. The Scaly Death tribe that is aligned and would be rewarded. Our labors would be rewarded by the Black Death that haunts the swamp.
Black Death that haunts the swamp. Sounds almost too good to be true.
But no one has been able to find the lair of this of the no one has been able to find the lair of the Black Death, but
who is a dragon.
Layer.
Yeah. Okay.
who knows?
Maybe it's,
Patrick
maybe
thinks
it's an
he gets
onion.
the idea.
Yeah, I get the idea.
But Patron will, over the course of however long we're going to be with this dude, preach the good word of the 7 golden worms.
Oh, of course.
Try and convince him that the Black Death is not the only thing he could look for guidance. I don't know if you want me to actually roleplay that over time, Carrington, or just give occasional persuasion checks to try and get him to turn to the.
I'll let you roll persuasion. He's like
first one's not great.
He's like, we are looking to find this. It's the only a leader of the Scaly Death Clan must be willing to kill, but also must be powerful and strong. This is what we need. It is our most ancient way.
I will look at him and tell him that power comes in all forms, and power is given in many ways. Mine comes from a divine persuasion and a natural. So you do not have to follow something in order to find the path.
He holds up the canary and says, "So you worship birds?"
I mean, if you want to call them birds.
You worship small wooden birds?
Have you heard of the Master of Flowers?
Ah, you worship a gardener.
Sure.
I see. I see. We must have a warrior, a powerful one, in order to make sure that our tribe is strong and protected, so that it may follow his ways. This is what our sun caller did for us as a shaman. He provided us with both protection, but also purpose and guidance. He was like you. He connected with birds and enjoyed flowers. They were very tasty. He ate many of them. I understand.
He understands me?
Yes.
Is that what he's saying?
He thinks he understands you. He's just like, I understand.
It's fine. There will be more time to make him understand better.
He's like, yes. You obviously eat flowers as well.
So it's like if you're married and the wife says fine, and that's one of those.
Oh well.
Well, fine is never fine.
Haha, wife bad. Anyways, so as you're all here, there are a couple of things you can. He says I can take you to the castle, or we could search for the black death in the swamp. Perhaps he would have some insight for us.
Well, we have. Go ahead.
I was gonna say I don't know how I feel about that suggestion. Thinking it's a dragon. I will say I think we should rest for now. Gather our strength.
Of course.
I'll
Yes.
hand him some more jerky.
He takes the jerky and eats it, and he says, I can lead you to where my people are. And perhaps we can find a way to show them strength, and to help them. But they feel so oppressed and are so sad. And I wish only for them to be able to sing the joyous songs of honor once again. So I guess for next time, since we didn't take our break, we'll probably end a little bit early today. Which direction do we want to head in? Do we want to
Castle.
we go straight to the castle?
I was thinking.
Yeah,
the
I'm
village.
not. I don't. Well, yeah, his village. Yeah, I'm not hunting for no black dragon.
Yeah, I think
We-
that
we-
part's right out.
We already got one.
Maybe it's an onion. 'Cause onions have layers.
It's true. It is true.
Maybe it's an ancient old onion. That's why it's black, and it will probably kill you if you try to eat it.
That's why it's deadly. And if you eat it, you get a breath weapon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. All right, cool. So next time, we will we'll do so this part, like I said, this chapter has a lot of stuff. I'm gonna go ahead and zoom this out. Yeah, acid reflux.
God, can that now be our party group name?
Acid reflux, please no. So this chapter has, I mean, a ton. I think I counted the other day, and it's like, just for this chapter, just on the lore of what's going on with the lizard folk, there are 3 factions going on. There's the history of the castle, there's the castle itself. There's a ton of stuff going on in this chapter. But only the game master gets to read it and gets to know what it is. So much like we did with some of the other things where we did some role play. Next time, I'm going to assign a couple of different roles to a couple of different things so we can role play, because there is an absolutely tremendous an absolutely disgusting NPC that we will meet next time, whose name is Farbalex Splattergoo. And
What?
I am.
First
I
off,
don't even.
can we recruit them? Because that is the dopest name I have ever
Yeah.
heard.
Well,
I don't even.
Splatter-
Zed doesn't even have to make up
Splattergoo?
a
Is he
name.
is he like a green ooze or a something?
nope, nope. We're gonna save that one for later. He is a fantastic NPC. But usually the last couple times I have actually gotten a chance, and I'm gonna actually roleplay him because he's fun. The last couple times I have actually roleplayed as him, it has been like, I'll get you, heroes, and then he dies, and then it's just like, well, I had 2 seconds with him, so you know,
We're gonna have some Splattergoo.
Farbalex Splattergoo.
First off, I'm putting that in my back pocket for when that ooze race comes out and like the Spelljammer stuff. And you best believe I'm making something just as ridiculous.
What, Farbalex Splattergoo? Let me see if I can find. I'm not gonna
This
show
was-
the folks at home because I want to save the picture. But I'm gonna show the party, and I just want your reaction to this particular guy. Don't spoil anything for those listening at home because we'll do that next time. But look at this guy. Initial impression?
Oh, this is gonna be good.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah,
that is dope.
yeah.
he's,
I don't even know
Wow.
what to say about what you just showed us. That
Yep.
is-
Is that all I have to say?
That's
we
that's
don't need an
unique
answer.
hat.
This is a great hat.
Is that thing a hat?
It is a hat. It is a hat.
Excellent.
Yep. You know.
Excellent. All right.
He's
We all
great.
comment on the hat.
Absolutely. All right. For those who are watching on YouTube or on our Twitch channel, if you enjoy the content that you see here at Open Heart Games, give us a like or a follow here on Twitch. Subscribe to our YouTube channel. We love if you have a Prime account, you can give us a Prime sub. Doesn't cost you a dime. Give us a like on our Facebook and on our Instagram. Our Instagram also heavily features our cat Elspeth, so if you'd like to see lots of pictures of her, those are on there. We also have, and I'm very excited for this, coming up this Sunday, we have a special event. We are going to be hosting another GM one-on-one, this time with Blue Went, who is a veteran game master and content creator, and we are going to be tackling the topic of superpowered RPGs with GM one-on-one, I Need a Hero. So we're looking forward to that. That will be this Sunday, April the 24th at 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Looking forward to seeing all of you there. With that, have a great evening. Thank you for stopping by, and take heart.